Hi, welcome to Tea Time. Like many OG Pokemon fans, I stopped playing the games when it stopped being cool to talk about them all the time. Unfortunately, this left a gap in my Poke cred, as I had never played any of the Generation 3 games, and I picked them back up with Soul Silver. And with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire coming out in November, I knew it was time to fill that gap. So without further delay, here's my review of Pokemon Emerald version. The game starts off, and immediately you realize there isn't a single responsible adult in Hoenn. Your mother, aptly named Mom, packs you in the back of a moving van with dangerously swaying stacks of boxes. Dad lives in another town, with his new family that he loves more. Once Mommy starts drinking, you are free to explore the town. When you go to rob your neighbor's house, you will be caught by May. May must not have any friends because she naively tries to befriend her would-be thief. Fed up with your drunk mother and vacuous neighbor, you decide to run away from home. Just outside of town, you find a man who has wandered into tall grass without a Pokemon, and is now being chased by a puppy. While he is distracted, you go into his bag and have a choice to steal either a chicken nugget, a gecko, or well, whatever that is. Not exactly spoiled for choice, I threw the chicken nugget to the puppy as a reward. To my surprise, the chicken nugget killed the puppy, leaving Hoenn's gene pool polluted by this moron. That moron turned out to be a Pokemon professor. How does one become a Pokemon professor without learning anything about where Pokemon live, or how to defend yourself from one?
Huh? This certifies that your name here has successfully completed the required course of study approved by the Board of Education for the state of Hoenn, and is therefore awarded this Doctorate of Pokebiology.
Who are you? And what are you doing in my house?
I ran out of Cheerios.
So you broke into my house, and now you're eating mine. Dude, at least let me keep the prize.
My cholesterol.
From here, you can take a guess at the broad strokes. Collect 8 badges, defeat the Elite Four, capture all the Pokemon, and stop 2 teams of environmental terrorists who, ironically, want to destroy the environment. I guess Captain Planet wasn't available. The story plays out like the abridged version of a popular anime.
But I like getting all the bitches.
Minus the jokes. Aesthetically, the game looks pretty good. The cartoony pixel art has aged very well. The designs of the new Pokemon are hit and miss as usual. I have to wonder whose brilliant idea it was to give Numel a black eye.
In the arms of the angel.
Unlike the violent simulators of today, Pokemon Emerald is quite beautiful to look at. For the professor position.
Just go with it. Ask me interviewing questions.
Only if you promise to go away afterwards.
Fine.
So, what makes you think you'll be a good professor at this university?
Well, for starters, I have a doctorate in Pokebiology.
So, you'll be in the science department, teaching the biology of fictional animals?
Actually, I thought I could just give dangerous animals to young children and let them catalog all the Pokemon for me.
You don't know all the Pokemon yet.
To be honest, I don't know any of the Pokemon yet. Not even the 3 I bought off the Darknet to give to 10-year-olds.
Wow. I can see you are simply overqualified for this university's professor position. We do have some prestigious openings in the cafeteria.
I thought you were going to help me with my interviewing skills.
You said you'd go away afterwards. Guess we're both liars.
You understand I need this so I can become a Pokemon professor.
The only way I can see you become a professor of any kind is if you started your own university.
Well, then maybe I'll just do that.
As for the gameplay, what can I say? It's a Pokemon game. Chances are you know what that means by now. But in case you're some kind of responsible parent making sure I'm not teaching your 26-year-old how to build a bomb, the puzzles are there and much better than they were in Generation 1. You won't spend any time digging through garbage cans for switches. Everything has a practical solution you can figure out if you think about it long enough, which isn't very long at all. The combat system is deep, yet very easily broken. I put together a team comprised of a prick, some Kentucky Fried Chicken, the ass end of a bus, a drag queen, a jerk, and Pelipper. But when I reached the Elite Four, I found I could just swords dance 3 times and then quick attack my way to victory, so there isn't exactly a lot of challenge. If you are seeking a challenge, there is a rich metagame to Pokemon, which this game practically invented. It would take too long to go over how it all works here, but I'll leave some resources in the description for anyone who's interested. All in all, Pokemon Emerald is an unchallenging game to the thinking public, and most dogs. You find yourself falling into a rhythm. Go to the next town, kill all the gym leader's pets, save the environment. The jaunty music and pleasant visuals cooing you along the entire way. No, Pokemon Emerald isn't a challenging game, but it is pleasant, which is a lot more than I can say for most games released these days.
Hey, can I borrow several $1 million to start my own university?
I kinda don't have that much money. Why don't you try getting a job, slob?
Wow. As a professor?
Aim lower. Start with McDonald's. Hi, I'm Matt of Tea Time Gaming. We had a lot of fun joking around today, but do you know who isn't having fun? Nummel. Every day Nummels across Hoenn are being punched in the face. Only you can save Nummel. For every person who clicks the subscription button, a Nummel will be taken out of the hands of an abusive trainer and adopted by a loving family. Like and comment to show your support for Nummel. I'm sorry, I just can't. Roll the bloopers. Please let me keep the prize.